right, guys. Obviously, the GTO is up and running again, which is 2 thumbs up. One other problem I do have to address on the GTO. 2 other things I actually have to address on the GTO. Not just 1, but 2. Before we start racing and having a good time with it once again. Right now, as of today is Thursday. As of 1 month from today, the track will be open. Finally. The track will be open. Couple things to address before the track gets open. So where I did the cam cover on the GTO with the turbo drain, it is leaking very slightly. And I don't like that. Nobody likes oil leaks. I am not exempt from that. So I am gonna be ordering a new turbo cam timing cover. I feel like I messed that all up, but you guys get the idea. But the real subject of today is we are really gonna focus. We're gonna drive the GTO a bunch. We're gonna drive the GTO a bunch this year, and we're just gonna have fun with it. Yeah, we're gonna work on our driving skills. But while we drive the GTO, we are gonna be focusing on really building up the 300Z for the drift life, for road racing, for pretty much anything I want to throw at it, and we'll give you details. And by we, me and my wife are actually going to focus on the Z. It's not just going to be a sole project of mine, it'll be the wife inspired. So this is going to be really, really cool. I'm not going to lie to you, the GTO is in a really good spot for myself, and you know, I don't know how much further I'm going to go with it. It's at a point where it's really, really dailyable, and it's also super fast and it's fun. So I'm right on the edge of going too far and not liking it for, you know, casual runs to the store. I also just don't want to beat it up too much. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would like to keep the setup as is, what it is. You know, if we have a problem, we'll address it. But as for everything, that is what we're doing. Now, I say all of this to say this. I'm gonna go get another diff tomorrow. Just in case, you know, I blow up a diff. I've already blown up one. I don't want to blow up a second one, but just in case I do blow up another one, we have the backup and no downtime. Other than that, I should be good to go to have a good time. It's at a good power level, I feel, for my driving skills, and it'll allow me to get several passes out of it. If it does come to the point where I need to rebuild the engine, I guess I will. I'm not really concerned with that. I just want to handle the drivetrain. I definitely feel, in my personal opinion, the drivetrain is more expensive than any kind of the engine work. So now, as for the Z, this beautiful car that we have behind it, we have several things coming for it. I know I've keep saying this in every video, but we just been planning it out. I have a whole thing written out for the Z and what we're gonna do with the Z. I just wanted to go ahead and get Jesus all taken care of and get him running. I'm super psyched about his car. We finished the welded diff, so plan on a bunch of E30 videos and drift videos, and we're gonna get this all dialed in. Several things are gonna happen. It's gonna get nice and pretty. Yeah, we'll just keep you updated as we go. We're gonna go a lot further in this car than I went in the GTO. Keep the GTO as is, an overbuilt street car, and this one, an even overbuilt, more of a street car. guys, I decided to play in the GTO a little bit. As for like drifting kind of stuff, I extremely overestimate the GTO. Actually, I extremely underestimate the GTO. I know when the boost kicks in that it's going to be almost too much to handle, and that was kind of the case. So like, just kind of doing donuts around this roundabout, and man, when boost kicks in, it feels like ice, and a little intimidating for sure in this car, just because I don't want to curb it or anything like that. But it was fun. I mean, it was fun to give it a go. It wasn't really much, just a little bit of playing. But yeah, everybody says they could tell I'm really comfortable in this car. I'm like, yeah, I know. I've been driving it for 5 years, so I really know the car pretty well, ins and outs. But yeah, we're gonna finish the night with some Chipotle. It's not authentic tacos like I've been having, but it should be a good night. Today is an awesome day. I got highly hooked up, and I'm so grateful because now I have some backup supplies for the GTO. So yesterday, so a couple days ago, I found this GTO that was getting parted out on Facebook Marketplace, so I decided to hit the guy up. He has the GTO. He had pretty much everything I needed. He actually knew who I was, which was really awesome, and he decided to hook me up. And so let me show you guys what he hooked me up with. So he had his own personal GTO, and then he also had this 04 GTO. And this 04 had this here diff with G-Force level 2 stubs inside it, which is huge. He also had these G-Force billet subframe mounts. So, you know, I got these pieces and a hot chiss rear sway bar, which is a huge hookup. Everything that I wanted to do, I just haven't pulled the trigger on it. So like now I'm able to do it. So with this all being said, now I have a second diff, axle stubs. We got DSS axles on the GTO right now, and a better sway bar, which means for me that I could actually drive the GTO for what it's worth. So what we're gonna do is I am not gonna install this diff straight away. I'm actually gonna put these stubs on the diff that I have right now. Is one, I could send it. Two, I don't have to worry about differential in anything for now on, because we'll have 2 stock ones, and then I'm gonna have the one that's already kind of taken apart rebuilt, and then I'll have stubs, axles, and then the last piece of the puzzle would be to get a drive shaft. I'm still on a stock drive shaft. And then the billet subframe bushings will stiffen up the rear end a little bit more. We'll go ahead and get some more bushings for the rest of the rear end. That portion of the GTO should be completely done. I should be able to rip on it. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to be able to rip on it the way I want to. I've been super conservative, as you guys know, about driving that car hard, because the stuff that I have is very expensive to replace. Thanks again, David. If you're watching this, I really appreciate it, and can't wait to give this thing a rip.